4. That is how many American aircraft Iran struck in a single day, not in a battle, during a rescue mission. Wednesday night, Taco went on live television, said Iran's radar is 100% annihilated, said they have no anti-aircraft equipment, said America is unstoppable. 48 hours later, 2 American warplanes were burning on Iranian soil, and the rescue mission America sent to save its pilots got shot down too. 4 aircraft, one day. This is that story. April 3rd, southwest Iran. An F-15E Strike Eagle is flying a combat mission deep inside Iranian airspace. Not an old jet, not a museum piece. This aircraft had just received America's most advanced electronic warfare system, delivered to its squadron at RAF Lakenheath, England, in January 2025. 13 months before this war even started. New radar, new jamming suite, new survivability technology, America's best protected 4th-generation fighter. Iran shot it down anyway. Both crew members ejected. US Special Forces went in immediately. They found 1 pilot alive, inside Iran, on Iranian soil, and brought him out. The 2nd crew member, still missing. Iran's response was immediate. State television offered a cash reward for any Iranian civilian who could capture the American pilot alive. The on-screen message said, "Shoot them if you see them." An anchor was offering money for prisoners of war on live television. That was the situation on the ground. Now watch what America did next. When a pilot goes down behind enemy lines, America does not leave them behind. That is not a suggestion. That is a rule, a sacred one. Combat, search and rescue is not optional. So America launched a rescue mission into the same Iranian airspace against the same air defense system that had just destroyed a fully upgraded, radar-equipped, electronic warfare-protected fighter jet. They sent more planes in, and this is where the story gets complicated, because the aircraft America chose to escort the rescue was not an F-35, not an F-22, not another F-15. It was the A-10 Warthog. The A-10 is a legend. Ugly, slow, loud, built like a flying tank. It has a titanium armor cockpit, 11 weapons hardpoints, and a 30mm Gatling cannon that fires 3,900 rounds per minute. The sound alone has been known to break enemy morale. Soldiers on the ground love it, because when they are surrounded, taking fire, calling for support, the A-10 shows up low and slow, and it does not leave until the threat is gone. But here is what the A-10 was designed for. It was built in the 1970s for one specific scenario: flying low over a battlefield, after enemy radar and missiles have already been destroyed. That is the doctrine. The A-10 goes in after the F-35s, and F-15s have cleared the airspace. It is not designed to fight through an active, functioning, integrated air defense system. It has no stealth, no advanced jamming, slow top speed. In a clean battlefield it is devastating. In a live air defense environment it is exposed. Now look at the numbers. The A-10 Warthog. $18.8 million per aircraft, $6,000 per flight hour. The F-15E Strike Eagle. $60 to $70 million. The F-35 Lightning II. $80 to $100 million. The A-10 is the cheapest combat aircraft in the US Air Force, by a wide margin, which raises a question, one that mainstream media is not asking. If you need to probe an air defense system, if you need to test what Iran's new coastal defense network can actually hit, near the Strait of Hormuz, near the choke point where 20% of the world's oil moves, which aircraft do you send? The $100 million stealth jet, or the $18 million one. Because the A-10 was not just there for the rescue. The US military had been doubling its A-10 presence in the region, specifically to operate near Iranian boats, near the Strait of Hormuz, specifically for what comes after the bombing stops. A ground operation. Someone had to find out if the A-10 could survive Iran's coastal defences. April 3rd gave them the answer. Here is what happened in sequence on April 3rd. Aircraft 1, F-15E Strike Eagle, shot down over southwest Iran. 1 pilot rescued, 1 crew member still missing. Aircraft 2, A-10 Warthog, sent as rescue escort. Hit by Iranian fire near the Strait of Hormuz, limped to Kuwaiti airspace on a damaged frame. Pilot ejected, crashed in Kuwait, pilot rescued safely. Aircraft 3, Black Hawk helicopter, carrying the rescued F-15 pilot, hit by Iranian small arms fire. Crew members wounded, aircraft landed safely. Aircraft 4, second Black Hawk, also struck by Iranian fire. Crew safe. Returned to base. 4 aircraft struck in one day during a rescue mission for the first aircraft. Iran did not fire a single missile at American soil. It did not need to. It waited for America to come to it, and when America came, it hit everything that arrived. Here is the story behind the story. Trump said Iran has no air defenses. Iran shot down America's most advanced F-15E variant. America sent the A-10 to escort the rescue, a 1970s ground attack jet, into an active live air defense zone, near the Strait of Hormuz. The A-10 is cheap. The A-10 is old. The A-10 was being doubled in numbers for a potential ground invasion. The A-10 failed. Over the strait, over the exact water America needs to control if it wants to reopen Hormuz. The pilot survived, but he was not the only thing that came back. Data on what hit the A-10, where, at what altitude, from what system, that is now in Pentagon computers. So ask yourself, was this a rescue? Was this a test? Or was it both? Because if America is planning to send ground troops toward Hormuz, and the aircraft designed to protect those troops just got shot down over that same water, what happens to the soldiers on the ground when the A-10s are gone? That is the question the generals are asking right now, in rooms you will never see, about a decision that was made on the most expensive rescue mission in the history of Operation Epic Fury. 48 hours after Trump said Iran is completely decimated. 4 American aircraft were struck in a single day, not by a superpower, not by Russia, not by China, by a country Trump said had no radar left. The F-15 went in with the most advanced electronics America makes. Iran shot it down. The A-10 went in to rescue the pilot. Iran shot that down too. The Black Hawks went in to carry the survivor out. Iran hit both of them. 1 air defense system, 4 aircraft, 1 day, and somewhere inside Iran right now, 1 American crew member is still missing. If the mainstream media is not showing you this full picture, then share this video. And follow us, because this story is not over.